Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Yeah. Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to talk about superannuation.
Question is, how often should you check your super?
So it was a rather interesting topic, and I realized how often do we take?
Like at least once a week for me. Now.
So if you are new to this channel, we usually talk about a lot of things when it comes to personal finance, our journey towards FIRE, and anything in between that we find it somewhat interesting when it comes to money.
Money. Yep.
It was a rather interesting question, and I was like, hang on a second. When I first started working, okay, backstory when I was like 18 or 19, first time working full time, let's say, official full time. I don't really take a notice of my super.
Like, what is super? What's my super? Where's my super?
I know, who do I have to open up with? Like, what is
Where's
this?
my login?
Okay, what is it?
How much do I put in super?
Back then, there was no internet banking.
Oh.
It was paper based.
Oh, I can't even remember. Anyway, when we first started, retirement is way too far.
Yeah, it's like I'm still in my 18, 20, or early 20s.
But now it's like, oh, I can touch.
So you don't take a notice of it. All you know is like it's been like, oh yeah, and especially when you what was it? I guess job hopping.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
The worst part was that because in back then
each new company, each new job, they will have new super, designated super. I think you can bring your super there.
Back then,
they don't?
No, back then I did not know this. I didn't take notice of it. And it's not like something you got taught.
No one talk about super. Like around, because when you're young, what is super?
All I know, it was like, hey, welcome on board.
Sign
you've
this
got a job.
Yep,
sign this paper. Here's your pay packet. What's your bank account? And what's your super details? If you don't have any, fill this form.
Correct. So what we care, it was just how much do I earn each week.
That's it. Because back then it's like, oh, it's so exciting. I've got my full-time job and I got a job offer, and the excitement, it's in there. How much do I get paid per week? Forget about the super.
So the first time when we sit down and look at our super was after the financial guru course.
Yeah,
it was that. It was
the
like a wake up call.
Yeah,
we were like late 20s. We joined this financial guru course.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, I guess
nothing further, but the super thing was good. So we had this one-on-one with him and asking all this detail and asking how much do you have in super. I don't know.
We don't know. Back then it was like paper based as well, because it not like now where there's some, I guess,
convenient login.
Yeah, most super fund have an app. Well, I have an app on mine. You've got an app on yours, so we could just Face ID.
No, because now my super is linked with my bank account, so they're the same, from the same company. So I can see my super whenever I check my bank account, because I check my bank account quite often, so I can see my super as well. So that's the beauty thing for current technology.
Yep. Back then, we get a statement once a year or twice a year at least.
I can't
remember. I remember just once a year.
No, maybe only once a year.
Yeah, it was a giant thick.
I thought it's whenever your company put money in, which is every quarter.
I don't. I remember.
I didn't know too. I know now. I check all the time, so I know they put money in every quarter.
For me, it's like I remember vividly. Like we get a mail once a year, and it was like, I don't know, 10 pages worth. I guess your distribution and what's going on with your super, and they talk like. We
didn't care anyway.
For me, it's like, okay, that's cool, nice, and just throw it out in the bin.
You can't touch the money. You don't care.
And then at a certain point in my life, like I didn't believe in super. I didn't believe in super because, hey, it's a long time away. I'll think about it when I get there. I'm so busy just keep my head above water. Current situation, current lifestyle, current bills, current credit card debt.
Yeah, we didn't have time to think about future.
Exactly. All human mistake as you go along financially. You know, buy car and finance and little things like that. So it's hard enough keeping afloat, let alone looking at the super that it's sort of in the back of your head.
So I think since the consultation with the financial guy, and then he asked how much super, and then we start looking into it and slowly understanding the super. And I think at one stage, we were starting to do the micro investment, I think.
Yep.
And then I said, why can't we put more money in our super? That because that time I stopped working, so I didn't have any money going into super. And I remember, I read this: if you don't have any income, you put extra $500 in your super, government will give you $500. Yeah, why not? 1,000 or something.
Like, something like
You
that.
put
It's like
some money,
one on one.
government,
Yeah,
will give you extra
at a
500.
certain threshold. I don't know if it is or not anymore, but hey,
It is still, but I forgot how much you have to put, like $500 or $1,000 if you don't have any super in. Anyway, so I started in there. And then I was like looking at it, should I put more money in my super? That time we were not, like I was not working, so I can't do extra. But then once we got more money, income coming in, we had time to look into super, and you finally agreed to put more money in super.
Now,
what triggered you?
What triggered me? If I were to go back to the young me, I would tell the young me, listen, with your super, just add another $100 per week.
No, first is salary sacrifice.
Yeah, at the very minimum, it's like put extra, even if it's just $100 a week.
Yeah,
just add just a little bit.
You can't touch it now, but in super, if you pass away or if anything, that money will go to your direct family.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how I see it too. It's not like, I think because when you were young, you didn't think of family, or so you were not single. Yeah, you were not care about super. But I think since you start working full time, you really need to look into your super.
And also now we have children as well, and that sort of have a lot of impact on how we structure bits and pieces. So the young me couldn't care less about that. But if I were to go back again, especially for anyone in here that's watching, if you just started your full-time journey, let's say, at the very least, it's a salary sacrifice. At the very least,
I'll say it's not only starting the work, it's whoever is working.
Whoever's working, yeah.
Minimum salary sacrifice. So that's how we started when we started working full-time. Like, and then after many years of side hustle. And then first is salary sacrifice, and then whatever leftover money and you can afford and don't hurt you, put that in super as well.
Now for us, okay, I'll give you an understanding perspective wise. Your super has gone up so dramatically. I've been trying to do a catch up.
Hold on. I stopped working for 8 years.
Yeah, you stopped working for 8 years, but yet your account has been just gone up and up. I've been trying to play catch up in the past
2 years.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And in my thought process was, if I was just putting $100 a week or $200 a week, I think it was whatever the number was, within a certain time frame, we're gonna be in the same level.
Not there yet.
Till now, I'm still catching up after like 2+ years of trying to catch up with the spare money that we have. So, like, that's
you're losing the time.
I lost just that. I needed more capital to catch up.
Recoup your time.
Correct. So whereas we look at our kids' account and like in their investment account alone, it's like,
soon their account will catch up with our account.
Exactly. I'm looking at their account, it's like, oh my God, you're at this age and you've already got this amount. With this way of doing things, you would be a lot more better than us.
If they can keep what they are teaching them.
Yeah, if they keep on doing what they've been taught in a very young age. Hence why we're planting the seed at a young age.
Yes.
So now overall, like
you should look at your super all the time, and you should check if your employer really do put money in, because sometimes when I check, my employer put put money in already, and yours like wait.
It was like waited until the last minute.
I don't know if they have a cutoff. I don't know.
There's a cutoff due date for employee to put it in. Otherwise, anyway. But in my mind is like, oh, okay. How come your one's already in, and how come mine's not? Like, okay.
The thing is, the earlier they put it in, the better it is, because you put it in the market and let it grow, and it's time. You're losing time.
Even if it's just let's say a week, or there was a difference of I think about a month.
Yeah, at least 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, about a month difference between yours and mine. It's like now your one's dramatically go higher. Literally, or it's only just a matter of days.
Yeah,
it is the magic of compound. The magic in time, not timing the market is more like what was it?
The earlier you put it in. But also, I think if anyone, you should consolidate your super. If you have few accounts together.
So in one stage, I did have multiple different accounts. And with multiple different super fund, guess what?
They charge you all the fees.
Multiple fees.
Yeah, three times of the fees.
Yeah, let's assume that they work on percentage. So at a certain point,
no, percentage should be fine, but some of them is fixed fee.
Yeah. So at the same time, it's like, what if it's not performing? The percentage is still going to come out.
Yeah.
So maybe there's also like different super fund. You got to look at the performance of them. Have they actually performed? Are they performing better than what the average is? I mean, there are lots of websites that you can actually search.
Choose your fund wisely, because for me, we were young. I chose the higher risk one. One of my friends, she chose the same age, like low risk.
Low risk. Oh, okay.
You perform so bad, and she got good income. That is just.
Oh, you which profile in each super fund?
Okay, let's say just make it easy, low, medium, and high risk.
At a young age,
she was she have chosen the high risk, because we were at like 20-30s. I'm not sure now, but yeah.
And depending which time frame that you're in, like example, if you're at a young age, definitely go in high risk. And then let's say if you're already at a certain level,
thinking about retirement,
maybe in the medium, and then hey, you're nearly at the end of your working life, let's say, and then maybe go in the lower risk. So everyone have their own risk tolerance.
Yes.
So we are the same.
Yep.
Now, mind you, superannuation, it is our plan Z. If anything doesn't work out, we are relying on this.
Yep.
So, I mean,
but we can't touch it till we're 65.
That's it.
Or 67, or maybe 70 when we retire.
So, I mean, that's just our 2 cents, guys. So how often do we check? We check quite regularly now.
Well, we even put that in our monthly
cash flow.
Yes. So minimum is monthly.
Yeah, at the very minimum, monthly.
Minimum, yeah. That's us.
Anyway, that's just our 2 cents, guys. If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, comment.
See you next time. Bye.
See ya.